Cup. Let's see what the boys had to say.
Looking ahead to our feature race today, the Unibet Irish Gold Cup, which of course really exciting race in the car, but quite a few non-runners today, and I have two jockeys with me today. And Sean, the ground today, we're saying it's good to farm. It's scared off quite a few horses in this race. Would it be a concern for you with Road to Respect?
Yeah, like he's a very heavy top sort of horse. He's ran on good ground before. It would be a little bit of a worry. Like, you know, the main aim for all these horses is obviously the Cheltenham Gold Cup. Obviously, the money here for the Unibet Irish Gold Cup is big, and it's a race you really like to win too. But you know, it's a big thing that you need a horse for another day. You know, so it is a worry, but he's justifiably favoured at the same time.
How is he? How has he been since Christmas?
Yeah, look, Christmas was a complete disaster, realistically. There's no point saying any different. I got in so much trouble, but it's partially my own fault and partially the way the race worked out. But yeah, he's come out of the race really, really well, and he's in super form at home. And look, fingers crossed, we'll just have to see how the day goes.
He put up an amazing performance for how unlucky he was that day. Ruby, you're riding Bellshill in the race, who equally ran a good race at Christmas time.
He did run a good race. We think he'll improve to go a bit for the run fitness wise. He seemed to handle the ground at Christmas. Ideally he'd like it a bit slower, but it is what it is, and we're all running on the same ground. You know, it's a very competitive race even with 6 runners, but we think he's in really good form.
Okay, best of luck to both of you. Thanks very much. Thanks, Sean.
In Ireland,
wonderful renewals of our feature race, and back in 2014, last instalment, well, when he won, the world was his oyster.
Going to be a fabulous Hennessy Gold Cup. It's time for 350. You'll miss nothing on RT Racing.
These horses are lovely horses, great walk to him, covers a lot of ground. He looks in good shape. I haven't seen the rugs off him yet, but he looks like he's come on from his third run.
It was a lovely comeback run, and since then he has missed a day, so we're very happy with him.
Big drifters, both last instalment out to 10-1, and also weak Lyrene Legend at 15-2.
What an intriguing race ahead of us, and let's hope that the winner puts his marker down.
On their way towards the first of 17 fences in the Hennessy, and as they race to the home turn, and last instalment is kicked and gone about 4 lengths clear. If they come to the final fence, it's last instalment over the last and clear from First Lieutenant in Texas Jack, and on the run in, last instalment out in front. He raced into the closing stages. Last instalment makes virtually all. He's back, and in some style too, as they go to the line. Last instalment wins the Hennessy for Brian O'Connell.
When I blended off the back of the second last, I set sail, and he's quickened up well and winged the last, kept going the whole way to the line.
Yeah, good, wasn't he? He was very good. He won it well.
Yeah, it was a pity that horse was plagued with injury, and he went to Cheltenham and broke down, and that ultimately ended his career. But that was his seasonal, his best performance.
Chad, we're looking forward to the next race now. Obviously disappointing, only 4 runners. You know, the Savills chase obviously is the form race. They all ran it in fact. How unlucky was Road to Respect?
He was unlucky. I don't know whether he'd beaten the winner on the day, but he was definitely unlucky. The winner won well on the day. David Mullins gave an enterprising ride, kicked on at the right time, stole a couple of lengths, and he was a good winner. I don't think on the day, the way the race was run, anything would have beaten Kenboy. He went to the line like a trooper. But Road to Respect ran a cracker. He lost his footing at the back of the third last, and then lost it again on the approach to the second last. And it was a messy old race, and you'd imagine he'd be a better horse today. He hasn't got Kenboy to beat today as well. I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't beat Willie's horse again today. He beat him fair and square there. I know Willie's horse will come on for the run, Bellshill, but you can be sure that Noel's horse will also.
But Bellshill, I tell you, I actually loved his run at Berryhouse when he was fourth in the national under top weight.
Yeah, and look, he won a Punchestown Gold Cup, and he beat a horse, Jack Adam. You know, so he's got genuine Grade 1 form. But Noel's horse was third in the Cheltenham Gold Cup last year, and as Ted said, finished in front of Bellshill here, having had a torrid time of it down the inner. It's a smaller field today. He should have no problem with that. All the riders there just posing for a photograph before the race. 4 riders are Sean Flanagan there on the right, Davy Russell yet to get on the board there this weekend, Jack Kennedy and Ruby obviously already on the board. So this is only 4 of them. It'll be a tactical race. Who will make the running? And I hope we get a true run race, unlike what we saw at Christmas when Ken Boy did his thing out in front and it turned into a bit of a sprint.
Who might make the running? I mean,
well, Bellshill doesn't like to be in front, but we know he stays. I mean, he just got beaten in Irish National over 3.5. Road to Respect was third in the Gold Cup over 3.25. He stays as well too. They won't want a messy race. I'd say the other two lads will be riding for to get as much money as they can. They won't honestly think, and they're not going to jump out and make a donkey work for the other two. It'll be one of the other two, or they might sit up sides. But I know the lads and the Storyteller, unless for some reason Road to Riches is not stable companion, but the horse in the same colours, Outlander, books out and makes it to make sure it's a good gallop for
Road to Respect.
That could happen. But Outlander is a sluggish old bugger when he's in front.
He actually tried to make the running at Christmas and he was leery and he didn't do it. He didn't do
He's
it.
been leery on several occasions.
Yeah.
But he's also won a JN1 and he's won.
He won the Flowgas here a couple of years ago and he was second in this race last year. Yes, absolutely. But he's getting a bit clever and he's got the blinkers on for good reason. So Jack Kennedy will be under pressure from a long way out.
Brian is the favourite short.
Yeah, he is odds on. There's only 4 runners, Robert, for the Unibet Irish Gold Cup, not 10. It was in your morning papers this morning. 6 absentees. That's because of the fast ground. If you've joined us for the big one at 3.35, look at the prize money, 225,000. No Ed Wolf to defend his crown. He's one of the withdrawals. Here are the runners. 1, 2, and 3 are out of the Unibet Irish Gold Cup. So we go on to number 4, Bellshill, bred by Frank Moore with a King's Theatre horse out of Fairy native. William Mullins, Andrea and Graham Wiley and Ruby Walsh on number 4. 5 and 6 are out, as is number 7, on to number 8, Outlander, Jack Kennedy. 9, Road to Respect, 1 1/4 lengths in front of Bellshill here at Christmas. And 10, the Storyteller is Davy Russell, well named. This will be a story. Tom Lee, 11 to 8 on Road to Respect, 16 to 1 for the Gold Cup. Bellshill, 15 to 8. He's a score, a pony, if you fancy him for the Gold Cup at Cheltenham.
Yes, indeed. I suppose it's the similar scenario to the Flowgas, the non-runners rendering this less of a betting story than it otherwise would have been. The one point I will make, Brian, Road to Respect, quality campaigner, knows his way round here and has delivered on so many occasions at the top level, trained by a brilliant, brilliant man in Noel Mead. What I will say is that he's only rated officially £1 superior at level weight. Does there deserve to be that big a gap? 8 to 11 plays 2 to 1 when you've got this Bellshill, who was the choice of Ruby Walsh when there was more than one Mullins runner in the field. A Bellshill who was a Punchestown Gold Cup winner and who shaped as if he would improve for the run when he was running into Savills Gold Cup here at Christmas time. So with that potential for improvement, I would envisage that could be a very, very tight duel between those two, not discounting the fact that you've got the veteran party pooper Outlander, multiple Grade 1 winner, and the Storyteller who's no back number. So I just wonder if the betting deserves to be quite so dismissive of the others, for all that Road to Respect on official figures and on previous course exploits should win. 4 to 5 Road to Respect, 2 to 1 perhaps a little hint of value at this Bellshill for Ruby Walsh, who's in such good form today. That fantastic win in the Grade 1 novice hurdle earlier.
Yeah, small field, as Tom alluded to, only 4 runners, but it's full of intrigue, and that 2 to 1 about Bellshill is starting to look value. Tracy, can you shed any light?
I'm from Newcastle. I'm just joined by owner Graham Wiley here. Of course, he's got Bellshill. I was just saying how cold it was, and you were saying not cold for you because you're from Newcastle. It's freezing over there, isn't it?
Yes, in fact, I'm overdressed for this event now.
Absolutely.
Newcastle.
I know you've got a lot more snow over there than we've had, but disappointing turnout for this Gold Cup today, but then it makes better chances for Bellshill, of course.
Well, it does, but then again, you got to race against who you race against, and yes, it's disappointing for the race course, it's disappointing for the race, because you like to see, 9, 10, 11, 12 runners in it, and just see how you get on against the other horses, but, we got to beat what's there, and there's only 4 in it, but we'll see how he goes.
He had a good performance here at Leopardstown in December, and he's been a super servant to you, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been fantastic. I mean, last year he won the Punchestown Gold Cup. He looked like he was going to win the Irish Grand National until he made a mess of the last fence.
He was super.
He was on the bridle to that last fence. So yeah, nice run first time out in December. Blew the cobwebs away. All my horses this season needed a run first.
You had a great day at Goran, didn't you?
A fantastic day at Goran, yeah. In fact, I'm picking the trophy up tonight, so that'd be good.
Oh, it's great to have that taste trophy. There's great tradition here in Ireland with this race. It's very important.
I've heard it's very prestigious, yes. So I'll get the trophy and it'll go pride of place in the house tonight.
Well, the very best of luck in this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Graham. Thank you.
Best of luck to Graham, and this is the horse he's got to beat. This is Road to Respect. He won at Christmas here 2 seasons ago. He won a JN Wine, slipped up twice last time out. He's got bags of talent, and he's odds on, as you can see. Sean Flanagan, of course, rides him, and I think it'll be surprising if he gets beat. But the horse to beat him, perhaps, is Bellshill.
This is absolutely his biggest danger. You'd have to imagine 9-year-old Bellshill. He's done an unusual thing. He's won a Grade 1 bumper, he's won a Grade 1 hurdle, and he's won a Grade 1 over fences. It's very rare a horse can do the 3. He was a good winner of a Grade 1 at Punchestown Gold Cup last season, and he ran a nice race behind Ken Boyd. The race wouldn't really have been run to suit him. He'd preferred to come off a stronger pace, and with Ruby Walsh on his back, he's got to be taken very seriously.
Horse 8 is Outlander. Outlander is what he is. He ran no sort of race here behind Ken Boyd the last day. He was beat a good bit. He didn't look at any stage that he was going to be a contender, but he has the form to around here to surprise people.
Well, the Storyteller's the outsider, and I suppose with good reasons. They finished 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th last time out in the Savills, and this was the fellow that finished 6th. But he's a Cheltenham Festival winner. He's got talent. He's trained by Gordon and the Mount of Davy Russell, and well, he's going to take nice prize money anyway.
It's time.
Down here at the
food and drink can weaken your enamel through.
It's like Ruby is planning on making the running in it. They're just coming up. Joe Bannon's going to call them in a second, but that looks like the way they're going. It looks like that's Ruby, and they're off.
Off and running in the Unibet Irish Gold Cup. 17 fences ahead of them, and down to the first of them it's Bellshill, who's in the lead, being followed by Road for Respect. On the left is the Storyteller and Outlander. Runner-up last year is the back marker of the Fords. They go down now towards the second fence, which is the first of the open ditches. Bellshill and Ruby Walsh in front from Road to Respect, the blue cap, Sean Flanagan. Left of the picture, the Storyteller, and then the white cap of Outlander as they clear that and go down towards fence number 3. Bellshill in the Wiley colours in the lead, followed by Road to Respect, then the Storyteller, and finally Outlander, all safely over, and heading on now towards the next fence, which will be number 4, a plain one. Bellshill in front from Road to Respect, then on the right is Outlander, and on the left the Storyteller. Bellshill over in front from Road to Respect in second, then the Storyteller and Outlander as they run down towards the second of the open ditches. And Bellshill, winner of the Punchestown Gold Cup last season, in the lead from Road to Respect. Unlucky in running here at Christmas, he's within 3/4 of a length of the leader, and they're followed by Outlander on the inside of the Storyteller as they swing out of the back straight and come down to the fence before the straight. Bellshill, Road to Respect close in second, then the Storyteller on the outside of Outlander as they come down to this fence approaching the straight for the first time. Bellshill, Road to Respect, the Storyteller the outside, and then Outlander as they swing into the straight and come up towards the stands with over a circle ahead of them, and Bellshill, Ruby Walsh in the lead. Bellshill bidding to give Willie Mullins a 10th win in this race, out in front from Road to Respect in second, Outlander on the rails, and then the blue and yellow colours of the Storyteller and Davy Russell. At the fence before the stands, Bellshill over, reached for it, but didn't lose much ground. In second place is Road to Respect, and then the Storyteller, followed on the rail by Outlander as they come past the stands with the full circuit of the course ahead of them. Bellshill leads by just over a length to Road to Respect. There's a length and a half up on the Storyteller, who's about half a length to the good over Outlander as they go to the first of the 2 fences, taking them away from the stands. Bellshill has the lead, followed in second place by Road to Respect, the favourite. Then the Storyteller and Outlander. Closely bunched, the 4 of them, as they come to this plain fence. And it's Bellshill, and Road to Respect jumps up alongside. Storyteller is next, and finally Outlander as they go on now with about a mile and a half to race and approach the next plain fence. Road to Respect on the left. On the right is Bellshill. Storyteller is in behind them, and they're followed by Outlander As they clear that fence, they have another 8 to jump as they head towards the back straight for the second and final time. And Road to Respect has the lead from Bellshill in second, then the Storyteller, and they're followed by Outlander on the rail, last of the 4 runners as they swing down the far side of the track, heading towards the first of the fences. They jump on the far side. And Road to Respect, Sean Flanagan leads by about a length and a half to Bellshill, Ruby Walsh. Outlander with the white cap on the inside, and Road to Respect lost ground at that one. And Bellshill landed just in front, but they're upsides as they go towards the next, which will be 7 out. Road to Respect on the inside of Bellshill. They're less than 2 lengths in front of Outlander, and then comes the Storyteller. As they come to this fence now, 7 from home, Road to Respect in the lead, over from Bellshill, so Storyteller, and then Outlander as they go on towards the next fence. 6 from home, it's another open ditch, and Bellshill, 1 from the left, on the right is Road to Respect, then the Storyteller, and behind the Storyteller is Outlander. As they clear that fence, they've 5 left to jump now, and Road to Respect and Sean Flanagan, the blue cap, in the lead from Bellshill in second place. The Storyteller on the outside, and then Outlander. Road to Respect, Bellshill, the Storyteller in third, and then Outlander just being squeezed along behind them as they go down towards what will be the 4th last fence. Road to Respect has the lead, but narrowly, from Bellshill in second. Then comes the Storyteller, and they're followed by Outlander as they race on towards the 3rd last, the final open ditch. Road to Respect by less than half a length to Bellshill in second. Close up behind them, the Storyteller and Outlander being ridden along and responding at the moment as they come down towards the final ditch. 3 from home, and it's Road to Respect. Wasn't too good at that one either, and Bellshill again the better jump. Storyteller's in third, and then Outlander as they round the turn, taking them towards the 2nd last. Road to Respect on the outside is Bellshill, and they're followed 4 lengths back by the Storyteller, who's clear of Outlander at the 2nd last. Road to Respect from Bellshill, Storyteller back in third, clear of Outlander as they race towards the home turn. A good long approach to the final fence. Road to Respect, Bellshill, little between them, and they're gone away from the Storyteller as they turn to face the final fence. It's Road to Respect, the leader from Bellshill. Road to Respect in front, Bellshill still there with every chance. The Storyteller's in third as they near the final fence, about to rise to it, and it's Road to Respect over in front from Bellshill in second. They're clear of the Storyteller as they race into the closing stages. Road to Respect, Bellshill's putting it up to him on the near side, and Bellshill coming down on the near side of Road to Respect. The two of them neck and neck as they race up towards the line. Bellshill on the near side, Road to Respect on the far side as they go to the line. It's very tight, but it looks as if Bellshill has just shaded it over Road to Respect in the Unibet Irish Gold Cup. Follow finish to the big one.
And what a finish you have. And again, Ruby Walsh has gained the spoils. Road to Respect didn't jump the 3rd last all that well, but what a finish, what a run in. And there's our winner on the right.
Well, Bellshill jumped 3rd last, absolutely brilliant. It was this horse in front, Road to Respect, wasn't good here, and Bellshill went from a length and a half down to upsides there, full of running. But the Road to Respect's credit, he battles back up here again. They go down to the 2nd last, both of them jumping well, and it was nip and tuck, Jane, from here on in, which was going to pull out the most, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, and they found an awful lot for pressure. The 2 jockeys at their absolute best. Ruby's an absolute ox in the saddle. The strength of him is unbelievable. Nothing against Sean Flanagan, he did everything right, and his horse did everything right, having taken the bull by the horns, going past the stands here and going on. He did absolutely nothing wrong. Just on the day the photo went Ruby's way. He's been in 2 very close finishes here today and come out on top both times. But 2 good horses. It was a good performance. There was only 4 runners, but we were treated to 2 best horses in the race.
Yeah, a cracking race, cracking finish. Road to Respect has run a cracker on the inside every step of the way. Bellshill just finds that little bit more to get to him. I thought at this stage that Sean's horse was the running rail going to battle back. His head is down. Ruby is hard at work here. They're both tight, and tight as you like, and it's just on the nod. It favours the near side, and we have the winning connection with his big sister.
Yeah, I'm down here. This is going to be an extremely easy interview. I have a very happy man. Ruby, that was some finish. You absolutely winged the last, but were you sure you were up?
No, I wasn't. I definitely got a neck up halfway up, and then Sean rallied back, and I was looking for the line, but we found it. Look, I know there was a huge amount of withdrawals, and the race decimated quite a bit, but what a finish for the crowd that were here. The race needed it. It was a great performance. It was arguably quick enough for the two of them, but hopefully they'll get away with it. But it is great to win it, Katie. Magic.
Absolutely magic. You absolutely jumped super. Down the back, he was absolutely bombing. Sean's horse wasn't maybe as good to jump. You were jumping up, you were pulling back behind him then. Was the plan to have one good run at the back of the last?
It wasn't. I planned to buck out and gallop along, but that's just the way it transpired. And, you know, like most things in sport, you have to adapt your tactics to what's happening in front of you. You know, and it just changed. So then, as the race went on, and when I pinged the last ditch and Sean missed it, he had to commit to hold his posse on my inner. And then I had him to aim at. I had him back in front of me and he was there to aim at, so I could pick my moment. Now, I was tight to the last, but he was very nimble. And then when I wanted him, he battled. Delighted to win it. It's not a race I've had huge success in for Willie. He's won a lot of them, but I tended to be on the wrong ones or on the ground. But magic day today. Absolutely delighted. Great for Graham and Andrea as well. They haven't been having a whole lot of luck. And it's good when a horse like this puts his head in front.
Yeah, absolutely, and they have invitation only as well. But listen, it paid off today. Ruby enjoying, well done.
I will, don't you worry.
Good stuff, love it, absolutely love it. And well done, Katie, and well done, Thousand Stars as well.
Well done, Thousand Stars, isn't he some gent?
Oh, wonderful.
He's 15 years of age.
Love him.
Katie got him off the connections there, and he's an old gent. There was a great finish, great for Graham Wiley. Hard luck on Jigginstown and Oldmead. Their horse ran an absolute cracker. The two live Gold Cup contenders. Both trainers will be happy, and both owners will be happy, and both jockeys lost nothing. Sean Flanagan lost absolutely nothing in defeat. The best horse on the day won. Sean meets the last. They both meet it well. They're both two good horses. They jump it well, get close.
Sean Ashley's horse for a big stride at the last, and by God, he delivered.
He
absolutely delivered.
He did.
He did everything right. There was just on the day he got found out, but he'll go to Cheltenham with every chance.
Yeah, he was third in the Gold Cup last year, or fourth, was he? And he ran a huge race in it, and he'll go back there with a big shout again. As Ruby said, I hope both horses are all right tomorrow, a horse on the inside and a horse on the outside, because the ground is quicker than they'd like, but they gave their all, the two of them. Two fine men. Sean has had a really resurgence in his career since joining Noel Mead, and Tracy is with Willie.
I certainly am. His 10th Gold Cup win, and my God, what a finish. Yes, it is your 10th. Yes, well done. Two amazing riding performances, and my God, Ruby was at his brilliant best.
He was fantastic. I mean, we didn't want a slow pace, so he didn't think there was much pace in the race, and he elected to make it. And then when Jack went by him, Ruby was happy to sit there. And what I really liked about the horse was every time Ruby wanted to jump, he just took 2 lengths out of the one in front.
Really pinged them.
Yeah, so he knew that he had that sort of thing in hand, and he was very confident and cool over the last 3 fences. I thought Ruby was. He just used the other horse as a lead, and I thought he might pull out more after the last, but he pulled out enough.
Such a battle to the line, as you say. He just pulled out enough, didn't he?
Like for a 4-horse race, a lot of horses didn't turn up, but still, I mean, the quality horses were here, and they served up a fantastic race.
Wonderful for your owner, Graham Wiley. He's having a great time, and of course he won the TS days earlier on as well, the other week.
Yes, so he might have a few nice horses to go to Cheltenham with this year.
Absolutely brilliant. Well done. He's been a great servant, Bellshill.
Yes, and that he's always promised to be this good, so now he's won his Irish Gold Cup, and hopefully we'll follow on maybe next month.
Fantastic. Well done, Willie. Well done. Here's Sally Ann.
We're just looking at the photo finish on the big screen here with Graham Wiley, and you were just saying you were worried about jumping around and celebrating too much in case you were on the wrong side of that photo. It was tight, wasn't it?
It was very tight. I mean, both horses ran a great race, and my fella jumped fantastic today. And Ruby said to me at Christmas, he said he just got a bit tired in the chase there, but I'll put him spot on for today, and he was absolutely perfect and then spot on. Yeah.
It must have been a little bit of a worrying few minutes for you watching that, but what a horse.
Well, it wasn't worrying, it was more exciting than worrying. Because to come here and to come first or second in a big race is fantastic, but the fact he nicked it is it's even better.
And all systems go for Cheltenham now, hopefully.
I hope so. I'll talk to Willie, but I think it will be, yes.
We'll let you go and enjoy it. Thank you, Graham. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, he is coming back.
This guy's another graduate from the Colin McKeever point-to-point ranks. They've had some wonderful success. Shane's Hill and Bellshill are the two that spring to mind, because they were both successful for Willie. York Hill there as well. We've seen how good the pointers are when they come through. It's the ideal education for any young national hunt horse. And obviously Frank Motherway breeds sensational national hunt horses. He's got a massive band of broodmares down there. And this will by King's Theatre. He's enjoyed 2 successes in this race with Carlingford Lock, and now he's added a 3rd.
Yeah, but he puts his money there with his mouth as well too. He's a good man to buy a broodmare and buy a foal or buy anything else. It's a big investment, isn't it?
Absolutely. So you see Fairy Native there, Be My Native mare crossed with King's Theatre. King's Theatre, like, he got you everything from Vuller La Vedette as a filly to Menora, Riverside Theatre, Q Card. He was just an out-and-out brilliant sire for Burgage. And
it's a great dam line. That Amy, Fairy, all them back along. It's a great old Pillington's family there. A great family.
So it's not licked off the footpath, as they say. And Andrea and Graham Wiley, they've had some good successes down in Leopardstown down through the years. We were saying Tidal Bay and a few more, Nichols Canyon. And this horse, he's 9 years of age now. He's been as I said, a Grade 1 bumper horse, a Grade 1 hurdle horse, and now a top class chaser. We're down to Brian.
Oh, great success. Jane Mangan, as you can see, the connections of Bellshill, Ruby Walsh and William Mullins and Andrea, or I should say Graham Wiley as well, Jackie Mullins, and of course Maureen as well. They've won the Unibet Irish Gold Cup. Look at the winning margin, the width of a light coat of paint after 3 miles. 2 great horses, 2 top jockeys. Bellshill gains the day at 2-1, beating Road to Respect, the 6-5 on favourite. But as Jane alluded to, what a day it's been for the breeder, Frank Motherway, and his team as well, of course. We have Frank Motherway at his Yellowford farm also consigned Sir Eric for Pat Tobin when he was sold at the foal sales as well. It's been some day for the East Cork breeder, and his son Colin Motherway has had a point-to-point winner in Carrickdool as well. Here this afternoon with his son Cal Cashman, of course, and Dee Cashman. Great people, great breeders, and they'll take great credit with Bellshill winning the Unibet Irish Gold Cup, and what truly has been, Tom Lee, a memorable 2-day festival.
It's been an outstanding 2-day festival. It's actually hard to believe, now that you look ahead to this first weekend of February, Brian, that this is only the 2nd year of the Dublin Racing Festival. Actually, it feels like it's been around forever, and that, I think, is the highest compliment you can give it. Roll on this time next year. Great 2 days, this.
And the message is, watch back all the races this day last year and yesterday. 8 future winners. It'll be more of the same come Cheltenham.
2 wonderful days, I tell you. What a finish there to end up on in the big one. And yesterday, Apples Jade, it's been 2 great days. Jane, you loved it too.
Oh, absolutely. Like, we were getting into bad straits in national racing where everything revolved around March. Ireland have found their niche. This is their niche. This is as good as Punchestown. This is as good as you'll have on the calendar. And it produced a lot of Cheltenham winners last year, but it's a privilege to be here.
Ted, today was very special for Ruby, your son, as well.
Yeah, very special for him to win another big race. He's had 3 Grade 1s, a good week of it as well too. And Gordon's had a great week, Willie's had a good week, and most people, the big teams, all had a good week. Joseph Bryan has a couple of cracking horses to look forward to going to Cheltenham, and the novice Riesberg and Sir Eric as well too. For me, if you were to pick out a future Cheltenham winner, someone's going to have a few quid in, I think Sir Eric will be hard to beat, and I think the mare will be hard to beat in the champion hurdle. But Sir Eric, to me, was very, very impressive. Gorgeous big horse, jumped like a buck, stays, quality, class. He has the lot.
OK, let's talk about Cheltenham now. I mean, what sort of a meeting for Ireland, do you think?
It's going to be very hard to emulate last year, but we're in a very good position. The opening day, Riesberg for the Arkle, and then the mare in the champion hurdle, Apples Jaber. If we have a bad first day, it's a bad week.
Delta work in the 3 mile hurdle. If the ground is soft, he won there last year, won there for Temps. I think he's a hell of a horse the way he beat Riesberg. I think he's a hell of a horse too. And we're going to be in for a good Cheltenham. We always have a good Cheltenham.
We're going to be in for a good Cheltenham. We've had a good 2 days here. The Dublin Racing Festival is up and running. Year 2 has been a success. The music has started up here. We're off dancing. Hope you are too. See you in Easter.
Commander of Fleet, Rhinestones rallying the far side. Commander of Fleet is going to set the Dublin Racing Festival off to a flower. 2 previous winners and a Cheltenham champion hurdle runner-up trailing in the wake of Apples Jade as she races up towards the line. She's a 10-time Grade 1 winner.
Apples Chase the champion.
Grade 1 success for Min, wins it easily. And racing up towards the line, Larichberg, the winner.
Big performance here from the juvenile. It's Sir Eric who wins and wins well. And as they go towards the line, Aramon and Classical Dream go right by the line together. It just might be Classical Dream.
The race up the line, but it's Labago to off all the way, wins the flow gas. The two of them neck and neck as you race up towards the line. Bellshill on the near side, road respect on the far side. As they go to the line, it's very tight, but it looks as if Bellshill has just shaded it.